to spend $5 billion to get an elevated system in the middle of our town.
And to go right down through
so
downtown Honolulu, when people begin to see that being built, they're going to be just distraught. I mean, it is such a bad mistake.
I personally don't feel it's a transportation solution, but I fully agree that, you know, as far as a cultural and aesthetic.
Oh, it's horrible. It just ruins our downtown and our waterfront.
Right.
But anyway, let me just go back to, we're saying, you were talking about the congestion, and what would the highway modernization plan been able to have accomplished on congestion? Do you have any sort of generalized figures? I mean, the bill is still alive through next year.
Right.
So if the whichever committee chair was unwilling to see it move forward, if that committee chair could rethink that position, what would we do to help people with congestion?
Well, the way I understand it, first of all, there is a very quick and not so expensive fix for Middle Street, which actually, it's a line of 5 miles of, you know, bottleneck right there.
Right.
There was also the 2 lanes reversible in the middle of the zipper lane essentially would be reconfigured so that it would be 2 lanes coming in and 2 lanes going out. And essentially, you double your express carrying capacity.
Oh, I see.
That would have done a lot of good, and a lot of other smaller projects that if you bring them all together, they would have reduced travel times by roughly 30%.
Oh, my.
Which is not a drop in the bucket at all. It is a real payoff.
Oh, yes.
It is a real payoff. As I said, my disagreement is that, you know, it would be very beneficial for the next 20 years, but while we do that, we should also do something much larger for the future, looking into 40 to 50 years.
But now we have nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately we have, as I said.
And the viewer could say, how come? Why?
Yeah.
And the answer would be with that committee chair. Why did it die in conference committee?
It died a political death.
Yes.
That's what it is, yes.
Yes. And that's just not acceptable.
Its death had nothing to do with economics or engineering. No. It was a political death.
And the trigger made a lot of sense because it said that any taxes on vehicle movement wouldn't go up until the economy improved. And so there you are with not saying, okay, we're going to put on more of a tax burden this year. If the trigger had stayed in place within the bill, it would have said wait until the economy improves for 2 sectors, and then
absolutely. But speaking of taxes, I mean, this year the legislature passed so many taxes that I wish they didn't do those, and they had started this immediately without the trigger. But you know, there's one thing of what you wish and what really happened, and what happened. It was probably the worst of both cases because we got a lot of taxes and we didn't get any transportation relief.
And we didn't get shovel-ready projects.
Yes, exactly.
Because the taxes that are being imposed aren't creating shovel-ready projects. They're just taking money from people.
So we're not helping the economy in a direct way.
No, I know. Well, it doesn't make much sense. Well, Panos, I want to thank you so much for being here with me. I just sincerely appreciate it. I would like to do this again because you are such an expert in transportation.
I'll be glad to.
That is an area that's of great importance to all of our viewers, to all of the people in this state. And I wanted to thank the people today, too, particularly for watching Better Government, and I hope you keep turning in. We're trying to get a better government. As you see today, with the death of the highway modernization plan, we didn't get a better government for you. But we're not going to stop trying. We're going to keep persevering. And Panos, I really thank you. You have wonderful ideas.
Thank you. Thanks
wonderful solutions, and government should listen to you. Thank you so much.